Hello, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I am Dr. Gail, and I am so glad that you are here. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live. And so tonight, I want to talk to you about something that is running rampant in our marriages. And let me tell you, this is not my first time talking about this, but I am on a mission to make sure that your marriage is strong, is healthy, and the best it can be. Not perfect, because no marriage is perfect, because there's no two people that are perfect. So tonight, I want to talk to you about sexless marriage. Don't cheat, do this. Yes, if you're in a sexless marriage, don't cheat. Because I'm telling you, you just open up a whole nother door that you don't want to walk through, okay? So do these things instead of cheating, okay? Statistics have said that 76% of married couples will experience some form of a sexless marriage, yes, over the duration of their marriage, due to the following. Hurt. Hurt is a huge one. Overstress, right? We're in a society where stress is running high. Children, right? Disagreement with children or how to raise the children, or when the babies are young, the wife is giving so much attention to the baby that she's not paying attention to the husband, or vice versa. Mental or physical illness is running rampant in our relationships. We have one spouse that is not mentally sound or physically able to be present in order to give and to receive pleasure. And also infidelity is running high. That's the reason why I said, don't cheat. Do these things that I'm going to talk about in this video. Okay. All right. 87% of married men that was polled that are in a sexless marriage said that they would definitely step outside of their marriage to get their sexual needs met. That is mind-blowing to me, and it is hurtful to me. But I do understand, because I do this work, right? I understand that men have sexual needs that need to be met. They have really high sex drives for the most part. But let me just tell you, it's just not men that said that they would step outside of their marriage in order to get their sexual needs met as well. 62% of women, married women, said that they would step outside of their marriage to get their sexual needs met as well. What is mind-blowing, 75% of men that was polled said that they were men of faith. They have some kind of religious conviction. And 61 of women said that they have some kind of religious conviction, but they would definitely step outside of their marriage as well to get their sexual needs met. Okay. There are three main reasons that the study also revealed. And as you guys know, I have been doing this work for 21 years. And I am constantly in school because I'm also a licensed sexologist, because I wanted to get in the space to figure out why I was struggling at one point in time sexually in my marriage, right? And then to be able to help people and people of faith to realize that you can have an amazing sex life. It's not dirty and all those kind of things. But there are three main components that leads to a sexless marriage, right? And it could be other things, but these are the three main reasons. One, there is an emotional disconnect. You and your spouse are no longer on the same playing field. You are somewhere else emotionally, okay? And when you are emotionally disconnected from a person, that is a bad place to be, especially in a marriage. The other disconnect that is huge is spiritually, right? Yes, you think, oh, we go to church and everything's okay. But if you're not spiritually walking together as one body, one flesh that you said you wanted to be, that could cause a sexless marriage. And the last thing is, of course, physically disconnected, right? And you can physically disconnect from your spouse for a couple of things that I said earlier in this video: hurt, stress, children, mentally, physically, infidelity, financial. All of those things can cause you to physically disconnect from your spouse. Okay, so let me tell you what to do in order not to cheat. Is this easy? No. Are you going to say, Dr. Gail, I've tried all of these things? Absolutely, you're going to tell me that. But did you try it to the extent that it needed to be and give it enough time? Because sexless marriages just don't pop up overnight. They don't. It's a gradual thing, and it happens. And it continues to happen because you don't get to the root cause of what is causing it. Is it physical? Is it mental? Is it unforgiveness? All of these things can play a part in it, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do is really pray over your sex life. Yes, pray over your sex life and ask God to give you the wisdom to figure out what is going on. What is the missing piece? What are you not seeing? And look inside and take credit for whatever that is that you have put on that other person, or the situation that you have contributed to your spouse closing their legs or keeping their penis in their boxer shorts, okay? Because it works both ways, okay? It really, really does. So pray over your marriage and your sex life. That's number one. And I mean, really go in, just like you go in for everything else, go in for that. Number two, have an adult conversation. Not you are withholding sex, you are doing this, you must be getting it from somewhere else. No, have an adult conversation and say, what can I do to help you get in a space where you desire to give and to receive pleasure from me? Ask the question. We're adults here, okay? Number three, and I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack, but I would rather for you to learn to self-pleasure and masturbate yourself than to go and step outside of your marriage. Yes, is masturbation can become bad and become a habit, and a lot of different things come from that? The answer is yes. But I would rather for you to self-pleasure yourself until your spouse gets in a space where they can meet your sexual needs than you go get it from somewhere else, because that opens up a whole entire new set of problems. Because you expose yourself to sexual transmitted diseases, you could get yourself pregnant or get somebody pregnant. You can. It opens up financial. It opens up so many different things. So yes, do I agree with masturbation? In this case, the answer is yes. Okay. And number four, seek professional help. A lot of times we seek professional help in other areas, but not for the most important thing. You said that you were going to spend the rest of your life with this person. So invest in your marriage. Invest in yourself to get to the root cause of what is going on in your marriage and the reason why it's sexless. Because until you get to the root cause, you're going to just continue to spin your wheels. You're going to continue to think, okay, yeah, we had sex, and then it'll be 6 more months, and then you'll be back in the same exact space. Okay, I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday, but before I go, if you want to talk to me about anything and you want me to help you with just one situation, do me a favor, click the link pod below and schedule a free 15-minute discovery call. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to help you with one situation and see you win in your marriage. I will see you next week at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye.